Hey, I'm Jacob Soboroff. Welcome to our series, Investigate Fortitude, where we dive deeper into the science behind the show Fortitude on Pivot. I'm joined by Columbia University Earth Institute research scientist, Dr. Bob Newton, and tonight we're going to be talking about life in the Arctic.
Dr. Newton, thank you so much for joining me. I want to start with these clips of Hildur announcing the ice hotel, so let's take a look.
And now we are building a hideaway in the ice. We are building a hotel hewn into the glacier itself, where lovers of the wilderness, lovers of the Northern Lights, or just lovers, can witness the wildest things they'll ever see from the safest place on Earth.
All right, so Dr. Newton, you are a climatologist working in remote areas like these, not unlike Fortitude. Governor Hildur is trying to save her community, basically, with an ice hotel built into the side of a glacier. What could the economic opportunities of something like this, a project like this, be in Arctic areas?
Well, there are successful ice hotels, so it is a possibility. If you're trying to draw tourists to an area, an ice hotel is a nice feature. There are ice hotels in Northern Europe. There are people coming up to the Arctic to see the polar bears, I suppose in part motivated by, well, let's see them before they disappear, which is a real concern. So there is already a whole burgeoning tourist industry. It's safer now with less sea ice. It's a problem ecologically, and it's a problem for native cultures, but it does mean you don't need a big icebreaker to get up and go see the ice in the Arctic.
So, there's the scary situation of ice-free summers in the Arctic that people talk about. Is there anything that can be done to prevent that from happening?
It's not likely. I mean, I don't want to say it's absolutely impossible, but I think it's very unlikely that we can avoid ice-free summers in the Arctic at this point. It's a geological change that we've seen take place on a human lifetime scale. It's just personally stunning to see that much change within the lifetime of a single person's career.
Should we all be depressed and crying, or what?
No, I don't think so. I mean, first of all, there's a huge debate about what does this mean economically, what does it mean socially, but it does not mean the end of life up there. There's going to be all kinds of life. It does mean that we have to be very keenly focused on what changes we observe as we go through in the ecologies, and as stewards of the planet, do we have to set aside zones where no development is allowed? Do we have to create refuges to hopefully preserve some species like the Arctic cod or the polar bear or ringed seals? These changes are going to happen, and we need to be paying a lot of attention to how we adapt to them to make sure that that adaptation optimizes the possibility of these species surviving, and that it's equitable and fair in terms of its impact on human cultures.
All right, Dr. Newton, thank you again for joining me. You can join the conversation on Twitter about tonight's episode using #Fortitude. And to learn more and to take part in the solutions around all of these issues, go to investigatefortitude.com. We're posting actions, more videos, and articles about these topics. Big thank you to Dr. Newton for joining me tonight, and be sure to watch Fortitude on Pivot with new episodes every Thursday at 10 p.m.